Does your hair get oily?
Yes, it does. After a day or so, after I've washed it, it gets very oily then and very
and
flat.
There is a reason why it's falling out this much?
Well, I can't find out what it is. I've been taking biotin tablets for about 2 years.
Your hormones are good, your thyroid is good?
Yeah, well, I don't know about my thyroid levels, but...
Okay, you might check the thyroid.
Okay.
Sometimes the testosterone hormone that we have in the body, you have an enzyme called enzyme 5-alpha. This enzyme converts our testosterone to DHT hormone. The DHT hormones, if the follicles of the head gets or produce a little bit more oil than it should be, this type of hormones like to sit in the follicles within this oily environment. So the body stores it actually a lot in the follicles within the oily environment. This converted hormone causes a lot of hair fall. It shrinks the follicles of the hair, so the hair fall will be faster, and it slows down the growth cycle of the hair.
Okay.
So basically you start having more hair fall and slower growth. Okay, I will show you later what you could use to kind of detox your scalp from all this oil. When you detox your scalp from all this oil, you take with it as well this bad hormone. When you get rid of this hormone, then your hair, your follicles will start operating properly.
Okay.
So if there is a potential of hair to grow, it will. If there is a hair falling that's still happening, it will stop. Okay? Because there's always ammonoxidil people that use it on the head, but that's only contribute to the blood circulation in the skin. The minute you stop it, the hair fall comes back.
Okay.
While when we get to the stage, we have to address multiple things. Oily roots leads to having bacteria and fungal in the follicles. It slows down the blood circulation. You will have inflammation in the follicles. So everything starts to build up over time. So we have to remove the inflammation, clear the bacteria. We have to get the blood circulation properly. I will give you a formula that you can use at home to get rid of all the extra oil, to kind of scrub the oil out from inside the follicles. So hopefully that will help. Okay? We'll address all these points.
Wow.
We'll address it later.
Yeah.
Let's focus now on the hair, what we can do.
Okay.
Then I will give you a few tips at home that you can follow.
Fantastic.
To help your skin as well. Okay?
Fantastic.
So if we help the hair from outside, then we help the skin from inside. And then you check your thyroid and you check if there's any imbalance in the hormones.
Okay.
Then that will help.
Can make a real difference.
Okay?
Brilliant.
Okay, so my hair is very thin. I've lost a lot at the front. It's come back a little bit, but it's never going to be what it was. So I need to keep as much as I can at the front because I've lost so much. It's so thin at the front.
Okay.
I'd like to have some colour in it so that it blends with the grey, but keep it fairly natural looking. I don't want it to be too blonde. Condition it as much as you can and cut it to try and disguise how thin it is, if you can.
Okay. This has been blow dried?
Add some Botox on it, and then I blow dry it and GHD to get it like this. 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
You blow dried, then
Yeah.
you use the flat iron.
Yeah.
And without doing that, how it looks?
Oh, it's quite curly, quite wavy.
Curly.
Yeah.
And do you do this process every time you wash your hair? Okay. How curly it is?
Quite wavy and curly. It's not an afro, but it's sort of in between an afro and wavy.
The shortest you had before?
The shortest. This is probably the shortest I have it.
How you end up wearing your hair every day?
Like this, pretty much.
Do you tie it up all the time, or you just leave it like
I
this?
just leave it like this.
And you don't like short hair?
I've never had it much shorter than this.
Look how nice this is on you.
I've just never had it any shorter, really.
The thing is, because you got space here and space there, so when the hair is long, it's hanging.
Yeah.
When it hangs, it opens up what's going on here. If I shift you shorter, then you can wear this a bit messy, cover what's going on here.
Okay.
Not counting that you keep your hair up all the time. So there's no point from leaving it slightly
Yeah.
long and hanging if you're wearing it up all the time.
Okay.
There is a challenge that your hair texture is a bit curly. That's why I need to reevaluate after we wash the hair.
Okay.
But I'm looking as well at your crown as well. It's quite thin. So we kind of have as well the same issue here. So if I want to give you a really good volume, I would rather chop off. Let me show you how the back would look like. This whole thing goes off. So your hair length is to here. Then this layers goes even shorter. So when you look at your head, the side, it's more or less like that.
Okay.
The hair on the ends will look fuller.
Would it?
But now because the hair is too thin
Yeah.
and it's hanging, it doesn't feel like there is a personality to it.
Yeah.
Unless you try to get it much longer, then that might work. But when you get it much longer,
Oh, I can see how-
you fix this issue.
I can see how thin it is. I never see that view.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you get it longer, you fix the issue here that it looks more fuller because it's
Yes.
longer. Because what happens at the hair when it gets longer, if this gets longer, it doesn't sit at the back anymore.
Yeah.
It will sit at the front, then it will fill up the gap over here.
I see.
So now, because everything is a shoulder length,
Yeah.
so it's sitting at the back, so we're exposing the problem that's
Yeah.
you're having at the front.
I've never seen that back. I don't
Never
see
seen
that
the back. Okay.
view. Yeah.
So main problem I
Yeah.
see it is here.
Yeah.
And the fact that your hair is kind of wavy or curly, and you end up doing all this flat ironing. So basically, you're making your hair thinner and thinner.
Yeah.
You carry on this plan, you will have no hair left. You'll have this kind of thin ends after a year.
Okay.
So
Well, I don't want that.
the best way is shift you to a haircut and a hair texture where you have zero home maintenance, no styling required, and I'm not really keen on doing highlight for you. If you want the hair to start getting healthier, this highlight is actually adding more damage to the issue.
Okay.
So there's a few things that we have to consider here. If you're thinking, okay, we need to get the hair to start looking fuller, for me, I would not do the color. I would go short and fix the texture. I don't think you should do highlights.
You don't.
You don't like the gray?
Well, it's very grey.
It's very gray.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do only 3-4 foils at the top and not touch anywhere else.
Okay.
There's no point from going over everywhere and adding highlights.
Okay.
It's hidden, no one can see it, especially when we go shorter. It's messy. To have the silver shade coming from under, actually nice.
Is it? Okay.
But if this is too much for you, I will add only a few foils
Okay.
at the top and that's it.
Okay.
Okay, at the top. At the front, I don't want to add because your hair is already curly and it's already short, and anyway, you never do this.
Okay.
Do you ever do this?
No.
No. So it's always forward. So this is the plan.
Okay.
We'll do a few foils. We'll wash the hair. I will do the treatment, then we'll chop the hair off.
Okay.
Okay?
Exciting.
Nothing.
Darling.
Actually, the more messy, the better.
The better. Well, that would be great.
When you go
'cause-
to this haircut, you
Yeah.
don't need to worry about keeping it styled. The messier, the better, because it will have volume. It will have the style itself. It's a messy style.
Okay.
Okay, you like that plan?
I do.
That's right. In the worst cases, back it grows 3 times faster than the top.
Okay.
You leave it for 3-4 months, it comes back. Okay?
Okay.
But by the time it comes back, it's going to come back better than now because we stopped doing the highlight as much. We treated the hair, so the hair is going to be fuller at the front, and it kind of matches the thickness that's coming from the back.
Okay.
So when we leave it for 3-4 months, if you give up on short hair, the front will not need much maintenance. So actually it's going to start getting fuller on the ends. So 3-4 months from now, 6 months from now, you're going to feel like the front thickness matches the back thickness. Okay?
Well, that'd be great because I know it's just been getting worse and worse, and it doesn't matter what I did.
Yeah.
It didn't get any better, and I've run out of ideas of what to do. to
Okay.
it.
When's the last time you done your treatment?
Months ago.
3 months ago. Okay, fine. So at least I can see now how your roots looks like
Yeah.
after they've done treatment for you. So I can evaluate what's my roots, what's your roots gonna look like after my job in 3 months. I can understand how the haircut will grow.
Yeah.
Is it gonna get too crazy because of the root's gonna be too curly in a few weeks, or it's gonna actually fall nice.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Give you the breakdown of the price, and if you're happy, we'll start right away.
Okay,
Perfect.
brilliant. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Look at
Well,
that.
I know that's
It's
how we have.
beautiful.
Okay. What do you feel?
I am thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. It's full of weight. It's shining. It suits my face. It's taken years off me.
Yeah, I mean, it was a mission because I
Yeah.
had to figure out, we cut it almost to this length, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, it's still boring. So we decided to make it more
I was
symmetrical.
anxious. I was
I know, you were like,
anxious.
no, this is, I came from a
Yeah.
small town that everyone's
Yes.
going to talk about. Like, no,
Yeah.
listen, you
But
need
I
to look
trusted
good.
you. Yeah, I
and I was
trusted
surprised
you.
when you told me, how old are you? You don't
going
need to
to-
mention that.
Well, I'm going to be 70 this year. So.
You look amazing for 70. I mean, honestly,
Well, I was a bit anxious. I didn't want it to look too young for me, but actually
No,
it
you need
suits
to.
my face, and the condition of it is
Much
you wouldn't
better.
know it's the same hair.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely
Thank
thrilled.
you.
You're a genius.
thank you. So,
Thank you so
the
much.
top I had to make it as short as possible
Yeah.
because there's not much of a hair here, so we have to play
Okay.
with it.
But you
I
wouldn't
kept
know.
it, I shifted it a little bit higher than the
Yeah.
eyebrows, so you don't have the chance to bring it down like this
No.
or take it away.
Yeah.
You need to cover all the forehead, so the only way is to leave it forward. And to leave it forward, it has to be shortened
Yeah.
in a certain way.
Well,
Okay.
that's your expertise there, which is just look at
The
it.
back,
Looks
I'm going to show you what
beautiful.
we've done at the back.
I'm thrilled.
Get me the mirror, girls.
He's a genius.
So,
Yeah.
I went much shorter. I did a little bit of an under haircut.
Okay.
Look, I didn't even blow dry these. I kept them as curly as
I
they are.
see.
Like after the
Okay.
treatment, they still have a bit of wave from the
Yeah.
roots, so you don't need to bother yourself with that.
Okay.
Then I kept the haircut a little bit. So the symmetrical. Usually, when it's a longer symmetrical, you can go from here. You can start angling the cut. But when it's a shorter symmetrical, you cannot do it. Like your hair, the left side is short, so I have to go with something that's will make it looks funky from
Okay.
one side, then straight,
Yeah.
then get slightly longer.
Okay.
The crown, the same thing. This was too long and
Yeah.
making the hair splits,
Yeah.
so I shortened it to
And
give
now
you a little bit
it's got lots of cover,
movement
lots of
to it.
volume. Yeah, it's great.
Under the ears, because the hair is quite thick here, I did another under haircut,
Oh, I see.
but I shaved all that.
Oh,
because this
okay.
is super curly
Yeah.
and was sticking out and
Yeah.
ruining the style. So I had to clean it up. You can ask your husband to clean it every time a little
okay.
bit. It's covered, no one can see it,
Yeah.
and it's gonna help you if you wanna tuck not the hair, all the hair, just part of it
Just that
behind
bit.
the ear.
Okay.
So don't get used to the whole reason I shortened this to leave it covering your forehead.
Okay.
Do not tuck everything behind the ear
Right.
like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Now, in regards of your roots, as we discussed, we have a few things. When there's oily hair and there is a hair fall, means we have to detox the skin.
Okay.
We have to remove the oil and we have to stop the body from transforming the testosterone to the DHT, which is the dihydrotestosterone, which causes the hair fall. Now, in order to do that, externally, you mix, first of all, 1 spoon of ginger,
Okay.
ginger juice.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
The ginger will take out all the extra oil
Right.
without making the hair dry. Even
Okay.
if ginger is strong, but it
Yeah.
doesn't make the hair dry.
Okay.
As well, it's going to target the inflammation.
Yeah.
It's going to kill the bacteria and the fungus if there's in the follicles of the hair any bacteria and fungus.
Okay.
You combine that with 2 spoons with aloe vera.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
The aloe vera will hydrate your skin.
Okay.
Then you add 5 drops of rosemary oil, 5 drops of peppermint oil, and 5 drops of tea tree oil.
Okay.
These 3 will help the blood circulation to start functioning properly within the follicles.
Okay.
Soon you get rid of the inflammation and everything that's been building up in
the
the
scalp.
skin. you get rid of at the same time the extra testosterone that's been building up there.
Okay.
So the hair fall will stop and the speed of hair growth will increase.
Okay.
Okay. If you decided to stop, like this is after you check your hormones, and if it's okay, there is no thyroid issue, it's an option. You take either orally or you apply on your skin with the mix. So palmetto. So palmetto is actually what man takes to help their testosterone hormones.
Okay.
But the reason why they take it, because actually it helps them to lose that type of testosterone from being transformed to the DHT hormone. So basically what you're doing, you're putting a hold on the enzyme 5-alpha, which I mentioned earlier, from doing that transitioning, for that transferring from this hormone to that hormone. So basically that will help you internally to control it in a natural way. It's a plant.
Okay.
It's an extract of a plant.
Okay.
If you want to add it to the mix, you could add it to the mix.
Okay.
So this way we're targeting, so this mix, you do it once a week or twice a week. You do it before the shower, you leave it on your roots half an hour, you massage it very well.
Yeah.
If you have the dermo roller, after you wash it, it's good as well.
Okay.
Then another option, if you want to scrub the oil out in another days before the shower, you get an inside of a lemon, you fold it outside inside, and you scrub the skin.
Okay.
When you scrub the skin, you're gonna as well immediately remove the excess oil.
Okay.
The vitamin C in the lemon will help the absorption of iron in the follicles, which you need for hair growth.
Okay.
Okay, so the lemon will do two jobs. Will help to detoxify and clean the skin, and the high density of vitamin C will help the absorption for iron, which you need for your hair growth.
Okay.
So now we're targeting everything. We fix the hair, we fix the texture, we remove the pressure, we kept it very easy and simple, so you don't need to do any styling, any brushing, any stuff. If you need to do a quick blow dry with a brush like how I did now, you can. But you target the hair, you target the skin, you check from inside what needs to be done, bam, you're good. Okay? If you want to do a ginger rinse at the end of the shower, it's possible. You boil some gingers, you take the water after it gets cold, okay?
Yeah.
After you finish all your shower, you dump it on the hair, on the skin,
Okay.
you rinse it, and you don't rinse it.
You don't rinse it.
You dump
Leave
it on
it
the
on.
hair, and you leave it.
I have an absolute obsession with ginger.
Yeah.
I'm always drinking it.
Okay,
So,
that's good,
but
but we need
put
we
it on
need to work on
put
the
it physically
follicles.
on.
We need to work on the
okay.
follicles, because now the follicles most likely they're getting squeezed, so that the hair fall is increasing, and you have the speed of growth is very slow. Okay, I will write you all this stuff down,
please.
so you don't get
Yeah.
because it's a lot of information.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're gonna see it in the video later. I will keep it
Okay.
so everyone can benefit from
Yeah.
this. Okay.
Yeah.
And apart from that, whenever you come next time, come over. We'll take care of it,
coming,
and
yes.
it should be good.
I'll come
yeah.
again. Every
The
time
top,
I come to Dubai,
leave it messy.
I'm coming.
Like I needed to do a little bit of kind of tidy ups because you're going to be on the video.
Yeah.
But leave it messy. The more this gets messier,
Okay. And how often a week should I wash my hair then?
wash it 2, 3, 4 times. Don't
Yeah.
let it get oily.
Okay.
The more oily it gets means you're allowing the DHT hormone to
Okay.
build up. The more hormone there, the more hair fall you have.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Some people they have hair fall because of the thyroid issue, but if you have no thyroid issue, means we have to stop
To detox.
the buildup of the hormones there by targeting the oil. You
Okay.
get you clean the oily skin,
Yeah.
you scrub it, you clean the follicles.
Yeah.
The follicles will start functioning properly. The blood circulation with all these oils. That's why I said only few drops of oils.
Okay.
Not much. Twice a week do this mask before the shower,
Yeah.
and twice a week do the ginger rinse after
After the shower.
shower.
Okay.
Then do the dermo roller. There's a rollers that has sharp teeth.
Yeah.
When you go through
I'll
the
get one.
skin,
Yeah.
it will kind of feel like it's poking you.
Yeah.
But it will make the blood circulation actually really good.
Okay.
And massage, when you wash your hair, massage the skin. Massaging the skin with your nails is good.
Okay.
Just let the blood circulation move.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank
That's
you.
it. That's all the information that you need.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You look great. Thank
Brilliant.
you.
It's been a
I'm gonna
great
get
day.
You're welcome. You can leave those here and tuck the rest behind.
Okay.
Yeah?
It's fantastic.
The same thing on the other side. You can tuck it if you want and leave the rest. You look amazing. Thank you, darling. Thank you. You
Thank
look
you
great.
so
Thank you. I'll
much.
give you a
Thank
hug
you
as well.
so much.
Thank you.
You're a star.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to help.
Well,